In this video, it's time to find out what are the ducklings that Anders was referring to in his secret note. Stay tuned, hit like and subscribe for more of this game and more indie gaming playthroughs. As always, leave me a comment, I love to hear from you and I like the attention. Check out my links below the video for my TikTok, Instagram and my bedtime story podcast. Enjoy the video. Really nice stylistically this game. Whatever Anders wanted me to find must be inside. This bridge better not break. The wood has begun to rot the edges. I should investigate the hut. Go in. Oh! The ducklings. They're people we're hiding. Stand back. Who are you? Gerda. My name is Gerda Larson. I was sent here by my husband. Your husband? Yes, Anders Larson. He's a mechanic here in town. Do you know him? She eases her stance and begins to lower the knife. I do. He's a friend. I only have one insight point left. I don't know if I want to use it to examine her. A friend of Anders is a friend of mine. Thank you for saying that. Without her threatening posture, she suddenly seems frail. You're not from around here, are you? She smiles somewhat bitterly. I'm not, no. What's your name? Esther. Why are you hiding, Esther? Her face turns somber. Because this is how my people are forced to live now. Because to the Germans, I am vermin. A rat. Why else would a woman with a small child be hiding in a cabin in the woods? I'm one of the few lucky ones. The small girl tugs at her sleeve. Mama? What's your name, little one? The girl's face turns white with fear before disappearing behind Esther's skirt. That's Sophia, my daughter. The child begins to cough. Is she alright? No, she's been like this for days now. It's freezing in here. Yeah, but there's firewood in the shed, but we try not to go outside if we can avoid it. Your husband's been trying to find space for us at a nearby inn. He says we can trust the people there. Come to think of it, why did he send you here? He's been captured. But also to help you. Getting that trust. Thank you, Frau Larson. Esther, Anders has been captured. You're not safe here. Oh no. I'm sorry, my husband was taken too. Back in Germany. It's awful. Yes, I suppose I haven't talked much about it. Been too busy running. I'll go get some firewood. Wow. I was not expecting the ducklings to be some Jews hiding. The wood is too damp. I should get back inside. Something red gleams. Nazi party brooch. Did Esther wear this when she fled here, or does it belong to somebody else? The surface has recently been broken with a sharp object. Perhaps they've been trying to fish. What a lovely cabin. Back inside. 2 pairs, an adult's and one much smaller. Shoes, so tattered. How long have they been walking for? Sparse old bunks with no sheets or pillows in sight. Remember using those bunk beds with Anders. We only needed one of them. Wow. So. A pack of cough drops, half of it's been used. They look like the brand we carry at the clinic. Wait, that I gave to the... what's his face? He's been here. A delicate necklace. A thin gold chain rests on the table. The locket is shaped like the Star of David. As I examine it, I notice Esther shift uncomfortably in her place. She keeps closely to her mother. I crouch down in front of the little girl who regards me with big dark eyes. Hello there. She shies away. Really is a bit cold in here, isn't it? She nods solemnly. Personally, I don't mind a bit of snow, but this place really is much nicer in the summer. Then you can go swimming in the lake. No. I'm taken aback by her sudden outburst. Don't go. If you do, the monster will grab you. The monster? Is there a monster in the lake? Liebling, I've told you there is no such thing. Esther looks at me pleadingly. I'm sorry. I'd appreciate it if you dropped the subject. I don't want her to get upset. Someone's coming. That cough.
Mrs. Larson, what are you doing here?
Is this why he's got a cough? Because he's been coming out here in the cold to keep them company? Oh, that's so sad and sweet. I could ask you the same thing. Oh, why did I do that? No, I was just trying to... She says Anders sent her.
He did?
The pastor turns to me with eager eyes.
Does that mean you're here to help?
Of course.
Good. Then let me explain. Anders and I have been trying to secure passage to Sweden for Esther and her daughter. I've heard rumours that people frequenting the Egeland in Omlele know how to move people about in a discreet manner. I'm going there later this afternoon to negotiate a place for Esther and little Sophia here. You can join us if you'd like to help.
I'll do whatever I can.
Marvellous.
The girl starts to cough again. That cough, it doesn't sound good.
Gerda, is there anything you can do to help this poor soul?
Oh my god, was he there pretending to have a cough to get cough drops for the little girl? This pure man. Can I have a look at her? I'm a nurse. Really? Of course. I try to step towards the girl, but she retreats behind her mother. Liebling, it's alright, she won't hurt you. The girl starts to cry and shakes her head violently. No, Mama. I have no compassion left. Please hold still. She keeps crying. Esther regards me anxiously. Maybe I should wait till she calms down. We might have something at the clinic.
Indeed. Do you recall yesterday's events when I asked the doctor about that wonder drug?
The penicillin?
Yes, precisely. Do you think you might be able to fetch it for us? I'd be most grateful.
Not sure he wants to part with his sample. He's been very adamant about that.
Please, it's important.
I'll do my best.
Bless you. I know you have a lot on your mind since your husband's been imprisoned, but if you do this for us, I promise I will write a strongly worded letter to the Gestapo.
A strongly worded letter? Will you threaten to tell their mums the Gestapo have been very naughty boys?
I know these are difficult times for you, Gerda, my child, but please do not mock my offer to help.
I'm not mocking you, but Anders' life is on the line. A letter will not be enough. Some of the occupying Germans have been coming to your church, right? Talk to them, one Christian to another.
You're right. I can't be naive. I'll do whatever I can. I'll demand to visit him too.
Nice.
Viva why did you make me German? Stop. We'll work this out, Gerda. I know we will. Get that voice out of my mouth.
The Resistance Hideout. Can't believe I finally found it. The man standing over by the truck, is that Peter? Of course it was those three. The snow creaks softly beneath my feet. Who's there?
Gerda.
Hi. Well, I'll be damned if it ain't the missus herself. How the hell did you end up here? They've taken Anders. Yeah, I heard about that. He puts the gun in his jacket, a remorseful look spreading across his face. So sorry, Gerda. We'll get those bastards. Mark my words. Those Nazi shits won't catch us off guard again. How did you find us? Anders left me directions. Of course. Shit, what a mess. Just need to grab some things from the truck. I need to, like, not trust everyone because one of these is a traitor. So we need to be careful. Through the window in the darkness of the shed, I see rows of canned food and car parts and a rifle poking up from underneath one of the blankets covering the boxes stacked inside. I wonder if that's one of the illegally sold German weapons. He keeps replacing old parts with new ones. Peter's truck. Guess he got the permit approved or stopped caring. Was he really taking Anders to work every morning or to do sabotage and robbery? Ruffling his hair, pretending not to be bothered by the cold. Should probably run this by the chief first, but I think you deserve to know. What? He scratches his head. How much do you know about Anders' involvement with the Resistance? Very little. I was aware he did small errands for the Resistance, but that's it. It started out that way. It didn't take long before he became one of our most active members. I don't think any of us saw it coming. Peter looks wistful. You should have seen him in action, Gerda. He was a different person, a changed man. What exactly did Anders do? Yesterday we ran a sabotage mission on Vestergaard's factory. Shit, there's no other way to put it. Things went wrong. There were twice as many guards as we expected. Like the assholes knew we were coming. What do you mean? What's going on out here? I didn't realize we were running a social club. Mummy? Sorry, Mummy? Liva. Sparrow. We've got a visitor. Sparrow. That's the person Anders wanted me to bring the documents to. This is just what a band of rebels on the run needs. More people knowing where we are. Who exactly are you? I'm Gerda Larson. She's, Anders' wife. I'm my own person, Peter. Thanks, Peter. I figured that one out. She looks at me intently. So you're Gerda. Anders must have sent you here for a reason. Come into the hut. We need to talk. Peter, cover up those German guns in the hut. I can see them from here. Don't even think about going on some kind of escapade. Last thing I need is you getting captured before our next move. He looks crestfallen. Yes, ma'am. Quite a lot of firepower you've got. Sure is. And we're going to need it. To save Anders? She offers a sad smile. Among other things. There's something I need your help with now. Come inside. Oh. Oh, a little music. The desk is covered with documents. Red pen. Many of them look much like the documents in my bag that Anders left for me. The gramophone is playing a Danish swing tune, the kind that would probably be banned by the Nazi occupiers in public. There's a photograph in here. A group of young people inside a pub. Is that Liva? She looks so happy. Put that back, please. Ah. So you can smile. She scoffs. Yeah, well, not much to smile about nowadays, is there? Put it back. I slide the photograph into the drawer. Empty pill bottle. Macodrin. I know these. A type of amphetamine meant to put a pep in your step. Wonder how long it's taken them to empty this one bottle. Most of the books look torn and mouldy. Old copies describing local wildlife. She's carefully surveying the wounded man on the bed. What happened? She doesn't take her eyes off the wounded man. Germans happened. Oh. And as mentioned, you're a nurse? Normally I wouldn't ask an outsider to get involved, but we don't exactly have a field hospital here. Our group is spread thin as it is. Anders is in jail. Peter is stuck in hiding. Who knows where Sven's run off to? Can you take a look at him? I have questions. Please take a look at him first. Then we can talk. He's unconscious. I lift the bandage off the wounded man. The injury underneath is filled with yellow pus. Oh, gross. The smell is awful. We removed the bullet, but he's not recovering. Did you give him anything? We gave him some Macodrin pills, but as you can see, we're not exactly living the lap of luxury here. My resistance relations is so low because of that meeting with the German. This doesn't look good. I think there are still pieces of the bullet inside him. I turn to Liva. She's anxiously biting the nail on her thumb. Shit. He needs better care. Do you have antibiotics? We're waiting for supplies from the black market. His condition's getting worse by the day. You've got bigger problems. What do you mean? The Gestapo knew about Anders. Someone has been ratting you out. This place isn't safe anymore. I knew trusting locals was a risk. I didn't think it would come to this. Are you sure? Yes. Anders' arrest, random checkpoints. It can't all be a coincidence. The snitch. We need to act quickly. I'll make sure my team's ready to move. In the meantime, I've heard you work at the clinic. You must have some antibiotics there, something we can use. I'd like you to go there tonight. Peter will meet you near the driveway and help you get the supplies we need. Oh my god, everything comes down to breaking into the clinic and, like, who you do it with. And then I guess who you give it to. The penicillin, the child, this guy, the other guy wanted it 3 different ways. Is it really the only way? The sooner we get the penicillin, the better. I feel like the child should have it. We can't afford to help Anders while people out of commission. His name's Kessie, by the way. Who? The man I'm asking you to save. Prove you're loyal to the cause. We'll do what we can to help Anders. So it feels like it is whether I'm loyal to the people, to the resistance, or to the occupation. Speaking of which, Anders must have sent you here for a reason, yes? Yeah, I've got some plans for you. I've got them here. They appear to be instructions on how to use certain types of explosives. You read them? Of course. How could I not? Oh, fail. I noticed some of it's in Anders' handwriting. Yes, well, we all had to take notes. Hand them over. It seemed really important to Anders the Resistance received these. Use them wisely. Thank you. It will help the cause immensely. Covered the guns in the shed onto the manure. No one's digging through that. Good. Did you remember to spread dog powder on your tracks? Of course. Those damn hounds won't catch our scent. We should begin planning for our next move. It isn't safe here anymore. When do you want to leave? As soon as possible. We need to load the truck and prep Kessie for travel. What about you, Gerda? We could use an extra pair of hands. I have a lot of errands to run. If you decide to help, come find us. Later this afternoon, 5 PM.
When I heard the word resistance, I'd imagined brave fighters and a vast underground force organizing against the Nazis. I didn't expect to find two strangers and an old friend huddled together in a drafty hunter's lodge. Their presence confirmed Anders's involvement. It proved that he had hidden a whole second life from me, a life that had gotten a soldier wounded and brought one of his own comrades near death. It seemed Leva would only trust me once I offered her some help. Apparently it didn't matter that my husband had been one of her closest confidants.
February 1 p.m. I'm guessing it's going to go till nighttime when we raid the place.
Stahl told me I might...
Let's see if we can see Anders. I can hardly keep my hands from shaking. This time, I'll finally be able to see Anders. I still have that Nazi party brooch. If I wear it, it might convince the Gestapo I'm on their side. They might be more willing to listen to me. But the mere thought of pinning this thing to my coat makes my blood run cold. I have to do it. I pin the brooch to my coat. This better be worth it. I don't like that the fact that I put a badge on whilst going into this place means the Resistance doesn't like me as much. That's kind of annoying. I guess it makes every choice matter a bit more, but I feel like you should be able to pretend. The guard behind the counter is reading a newspaper, grumbling to himself. Lies and propaganda, all of it. Oh, it's you, the wife. Criminal inspectors were expecting you in his office. Hurry up. Stahl is using the phone on the secretary's desk. Please, dearest, I'm sure it was just a mix-up. You know how he likes to explore. I'm sure they weren't too bothered. I bet they're already having a friendly snowball fight by now. The weather is perfect for it. I'm sure he won't freeze. You made sure to give him his gloves, yes? Yes, yes, I'll remember. Dearest, dearest, please let me... Yes, of course, you don't have to. All right, yes. See you in a few hours. He puts down the phone and lets out an exasperated sigh. Oh, Frau Larsen, so you came. I apologize for keeping you waiting. I had to let Fraulein Klein go home early today. She was very distraught. I found this on her desk. A small paperweight shaped like a coffin. Oh. Do you know what this means? I don't want to use my insight point for that. I have no idea. Well, maybe it was something else. It's been a long day. No matter. No, tell me. You're here. A threat, I would assume. I take it this means you've accepted my proposition. Yes. We have to find out the truth. Exactly. I'm glad we agree. Now, if you can get your husband to tell us what we need, we may be able to start talking about amending his sentence. I will take you to his cell. Please follow me. Yeah. Someone's been stuffing themselves with crackers. Patterned with blue flowers, it belongs to Charlotte. Must have been quite a hurry to forget it. Off we go. Into the prison. Here we are. Your husband is in the cell over there. Go talk to him and take care to remember our deal. I'll be here in case there's any trouble. Inside the cell, I see Anders standing slumped against the wall. He's cradling his bloodied hands towards his chest. Anders. It's me. I'm here. Gerda. Your hands. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. I dart a sideways glance at Stahl. He's idly tapping a finger against his sleeve. I'm here to help. You. He shakes his head slightly. I've gotten myself into such a mess. Why didn't you tell me anything? I could have done something. He gives me a weak smile. I didn't want to worry you. And you? He's quiet. Let's not talk about this now. Perhaps he's right. I should focus on how to get him out. Listen, Anders. Oh, and should have got some wits. Give them something or stay strong. He's not going to turn on his people. Stay strong. For just a little while longer. He gives a faint smile. I will. For your sake, Gertie, I think I can do just about anything. Anders. I glance over at Stahl. He looks intensely bored by the scene unfolding in front of him. This might be the moment I've been waiting for. Yes! I lean against the bars. The officer doesn't seem to care. I shouldn't let this opportunity go to waste. Tell him about the Resistance. Tell him about Esther. Oh. I feel like he'll know that we're taking care of Esther. I'm going to tell him about the Resistance. Found your friends. The Sparrow has received the thing you left. I'm so relieved to hear that. Well, it seems we're done here. Follow me. Well, that was disappointing. The Gestapo is an organization that prides itself on efficiency. We don't appreciate people who waste our time. Sorry, I got carried away. It was just so difficult to see him in that state. He looks at me disappointed. Perhaps it was a mistake to bring a woman here. I thought perhaps someone of your profession would be able to stomach it. It appears I was wrong. Seems we will have to proceed with our tried and true methods. You are dismissed. Well, whatever, dude. Thank you so much for watching. Click one of these videos on the screen to go on another adventure with me right now, and if you haven't yet, then please do hit that like and subscribe to come back next time.